Good morning, children. Welcome to English class. Children, in our last session, we have discussed lesson 6, the elephants and the mice. The lesson is about the elephants as well as the mice. Once upon a time, there was a city. On one side of the city, there was a lake, and the other side of the city, there was a jungle. Near the lake, the mice lived very happily, and in the jungle, there are few elephants are living. And the king of the elephant was very kind, so they too lived happily in the jungle. One summer, what happened? There were no rains. As there were no rains, there was no water in the jungle. All the elephants were very thirsty, so they want to drink water. To drink water, these elephants came from the jungle to the lake. On their way, they stamped many mice. So many mice were killed as well as few mice got hurt. One of the clever mouse, it spoke to the mice that let us go to the king and talk to him so that the king may help us. And here, after that, 3 mice, they went to the elephant king and gave the information that on their way they have stamped and killed many of the mice, and many mice were injured also. By listening to that, the king of the elephant said sorry, and also he promised that from next time onwards we'll choose another way and we won't stamp you. He felt very sorry for that. And then one of the mouse said that we are so small, but we may help you in need. And then they went away from there. After a few days, what happened? The trappers came to the jungle to catch the elephants, and they have digged the pits and covered the pits with branches. So when these elephants passed through the pits, they fell into the pits, and the trappers pulled out the elephants from the pits and tied them to the tree with the ropes. Here, the elephant kings remembered the mice, and he informs the queen to pass the message to the mice. The queen elephant went to the mice and said that the trappers had tied the elephants, many of the elephants, to the trees. Can you help us? Can you save them? So mice said that why, of course, we'll save the elephants. And they ran into the jungle where the elephants were tied to the trees, and with their sharp teeth they bite the ropes, the thick ropes which were tied to the elephants. Now elephants are free, and both the elephants and mice felt very happily, and both of them, they have become good friends. Then after, the elephants and mice lived very happily. That is about the lesson. Now I'll show you the video of the lesson. Watch the video and enjoy it, children.
The Elephants and the Mice. Long ago, there was a city. On one side of the city was a lake. Only mice lived there. They had fun and lived happily. On the other side of the city was a jungle. In the jungle lived a herd of elephants. They were ruled by a wise king, and they too lived happily. One summer, it did not rain. The elephants were very thirsty. They decided to go to the lake. As the elephants rushed through the city, they did not see the small mice. They crushed them under their big feet. Many mice died and many got hurt. The rest of the mice held a meeting. They knew that when the elephants returned, many more mice would be killed.
Let us go and talk to the king of the elephants. Maybe he can help,
said a wise mouse. 3 mice were sent to the elephant king. They bowed before him. One mouse said,
"Oh, king, we come from the city near the lake. While you and your friends were passing through the city, many of us were killed. Sir, will you be kind enough to choose another path next time? We shall be very grateful to you."
The king was sorry to hear that so many mice had died.
It won't happen again.
He promised.
"Thank you, sir. We are small, but we may be able to help you someday,"
Said the mice. After many days, some trappers came to catch elephants. They dug deep pits and covered them with branches. When the elephants passed that way, they fell into the pits. The pits were so deep that they could not climb out. The trappers came and pulled them out. They tied the elephants to trees with thick ropes. Then they went away to tell their leader. The Elephant King remembered the mice and their promise. The queen took the king's message to the mice.
Many elephants from our herd have been caught by some trappers. Can you help us?
"Of course we will help you,"
The mice said. They came running to where the elephants were tied up. They bit the thick ropes and cut them with their sharp teeth. Soon the elephants were free. The big elephants and the tiny mice became good friends. So, those who say that elephants are scared of mice do not know the story.
Okay, that is the video of the lesson, the elephants and the mice. Hope you all have understood the lesson well, children. Now coming to today's session, we will discuss comprehension bit A and bit B. Okay, bit A, children, fill in the blanks with words from the bracket. So fill in the blanks, and in each question 2 options are given. You have to choose the correct option and write in the blank. So here the first one is, a herd of dash lived in the jungle. A herd of dash lived in the jungle, and the options are ants, elephants. Ants, elephants. So what lived in the jungle, children? Elephants lived in the jungle. A herd, that is a group of elephants, lived in the jungle. Write elephants in the blank, children. ELEPHANTS, elephants. Okay, a herd of elephants lived in the jungle. Second question, the king was dash to hear about the mice. The king was dash to hear about the mice, and the options are sorry, happy. So when the mouse said that, many of the mice were crushed under the feet of the elephant and few were injured. So the king of the elephant felt very sorry to hear about the mice. So the correct word is sorry. Write sorry in the blank. SORRY, sorry. Third one, children. The dash took the king's message to the mice. The dash took the king's message to the mice. Who took the message to the mice? Trappers or queen? It's queen. The elephant's queen took the message of king and went to the mice. So write queen in the blank, children. Next, fourth one. The mice and the elephants became dash. The mice and the elephants became dash, and the options are friends, enemies. So what do they become, children? They became friends. Write friends in the blank. Now Once we'll read all the fill in the blanks, children. All of you read along with me. A herd of elephants lived in the jungle. Second one, the king was sorry to hear about the mice. Third one, the queen took the king's message to the mice. Fourth one, the mice and the elephants became friends. Okay? Now next bit B, children. Who said these words? Write their names on the blanks. So who said these words? Write their names here in the blank. Here the first one is, let us go and talk to the king of the elephants. So first one, let us go and talk to the king of the elephants. So who said these words, children? Mouse said these words to the mice. So write mouse in the blank. M-O-U-S-E, mouse. Second one, it won't happen again. It won't happen again. Who said these words? Elephant King said these words to the mice. When the mouse said that, on the way to the lake, these elephants has killed the mice. So, by hearing that, the king of the elephants says sorry and also promised that it won't happen next time. So, write king in the blank. Last third one, children. Many elephants have been caught by trappers. Many elephants has been caught by trappers. Who said these words? Now when the trappers dig the pits to catch the elephants, on the way many of the elephants fell into the pits. So these trappers, they pulled out the elephants from the pits and they tied elephants to the tree. Then the king remembers the mice and informs the queen to pass the message. So, the queen passed the message to the mice that many elephants have been caught by trappers. So, write queen in the blank. Yes. Okay. Now that is about today's class. Now with this, we'll close today's session, children. Now coming to today's your homework, read lesson 6, the elephants and the mice, as well as complete bit A and bit B in your textbook. Learn and write bit A and bit B of lesson 6, the elephants and the mice in your textbook. Okay, children? Okay, that's it for today. See you in the next session. Bye, children.